Am I the jerk for telling my fiancée her tattoo of my unalive brother makes me uncomfortable? For context, my older brother, 30 male while I 29 male, passed away 3 years ago in a motorcycle accident. This messed me up severely, still does to be honest. He was my best friend, and we had that whole inseparable bond since we knew each other really well. Even if he was older, he was never the stereotypical older brother bully sort, and I loved him for that. Anyway, my fiancée, who I'll call Bella, is 28 female, met him only a few times, but always said she admired our bond as she has no real siblings of her own. Only step-siblings, but they aren't close. A few weeks ago, Bella surprised me with a tattoo she got in memory of my brother. It's this pretty big, realistic grayscale tattoo of his face with a little Snoopy icon beside it on her upper arm, with his nickname we use, and his birth and death dates underneath. When I saw this, I was really stunned. She said she did it as a tribute to him and to support me because she knows how much I still struggle with grief. I honestly didn't know what to say at first, but the more I sat with it, the more it bothered me. I told her gently, as much as I could, that I appreciated the gesture, but found the tattoo really uncomfortable. Like it's unsettling to see his face on my fiancée's body. It's just too much, especially since they barely knew each other. She got upset and said I was being weird about a nice gesture and making her regret doing something beautiful, her words. Now she's distant, and my mom thinks I should just be thankful someone loved my brother enough to memorialize him. But first off, I didn't ask her to do this. Now I'm stuck with a fiancé that won't to even talk to me properly, and my brother's perfectly black and gray eyes staring at me when I'm laying beside her. And honestly, I don't even want to think of how horrifying being intimate would be with that on her arm. Am I being unreasonable? A villain? Is it in my right to ask her to get it covered up or like zoinked off? Some additional details. My fiancé and I both have tattoos, and many of them. I have smaller ones, she has bigger ones. To my knowledge, neither of us are mentally ill in any capacity, and we aren't on medication, and ever since my reaction, she has been wearing longer sleeve shirts in the daytime. At work she has to anyway, but that's for home too. It's only during bedtime that I really see it with her wearing tanks, and it physically hurts. Update. After breakfast this morning, at around 7:30. It's 10:34 as I write this, by the way. I sat down with my fiancé and spoke about the tattoo again. I basically echoed all the thoughts and feelings I've had. Anyway, I told her again that the tattoo made me very uncomfortable and wasn't the leap she needed to take to comfort or support me on my journey with grief, as I still had a firm belief that she didn't do this in a malicious manner. She was quiet initially and then asked if she could explain herself, and I said I was willing to listen. To summarize, she said she simply got the tattoo because she thought it would symbolize the extent she would go to love me and support me, and said, in that way, I had both people I loved so much in the same place. Her words, not mine. She did say she was sorry and that she wouldn't have done it if she knew that I wouldn't have liked it. I asked her why she hadn't spoken to me about it prior, and she said it wouldn't have been a surprise then, which is what she wanted it to be. She also said, and I'm remembering this fresh and internally cringing as I write this, that the tattoo was meant to be a symbol of a new beginning because we're going to get married in a couple of months, and she wanted to turn over old leaves. I'm still stuck on what she meant, so I'd appreciate any word sleuths helping me in this. To wrap it up, I said I didn't want to end our relationship over this, and I really wanted to move on from it, but that she needed to either cover it up or laser it off, and she was, to say the least, not very happy about it. Said a cover-up would be complicated and would take too long. Said laser might be painful and look scary from the videos. Also said she likes how the tattoo looks, along with her other ones, and asked if I'd be okay with her just covering it up, either with clothes or foundation. I was as firm as I could be. Mind you, this is the woman I've loved for 5 years straight, so admittedly, I'm soft, but I reiterated that I wanted it gone either by a cover-up or laser. She was quiet then, and that's honestly where the conversation ended. She already left for work at 10, and I'm going to start my own work now, as I work remotely from home after I finish this. Anyways, I hope this works out, and I would appreciate any advice. Third update. It's final. I've broken up with her. I don't even know why I'm writing this other than to get some closure on this situation and maybe some support. I've taken my decision, though I'm struggling to accept it myself. Last night when Bella came home from work, I made sure to make dinner and asked if we could talk after dinner in the back garden. She said that was okay, but that she needed time to shower and unwind before dinner, so she'd be a bit late, but that I could start eating. I agreed and she went upstairs. While I ate the dinner I'd made with the TV on in the back, she came down about an hour later. While I was winding things up and washing the dishes from earlier, and I offered to get her a hot plate, and she agreed, saying she'd eat it on the couch in our living room rather than the kitchen where we have a dining table, also where I ate. I said that was fine, and I brought it over to her, and as I gave it to her while she was sitting, her hand out to take it, I somehow managed to drop it and the hot spatula went all over her. I immediately apologized profusely and went to grab her some water and towels, but she just started screaming at me. I do not want to make myself sound like a victim in this, but yes, she started saying that I did that on purpose and that I was punishing her for our conversation that morning and for the tattoo in general. I immediately defended myself as I brought over a damp towel and some tissues and said I knew I had a steady grip on the plate, so there was no way I had done that on purpose. Also saying that I always spoke respectfully and calmly to her about the tattoo situation and that I'd never escalate things like this. Things beyond are a blur, but we had a big fight and she broke many of our glasses and plates, even trying to pull off a cabinet door in our kitchen that was already not in good condition, and threw anything around her at me. By the end of it, I said I couldn't be with her anymore and that this was the last straw and left for my parents' house. I haven't returned and I haven't picked up any of her calls or messages, and I'm honestly afraid of what she'd do to my belongings if she so easily broke so much of the stuff we bought together. I'm still at my parents' house and I haven't told them either, but I think this is it. This may be the last update, because I don't know if I can focus on this when I have everything else I need to resolve. Thank you for all your comments, I really appreciated them, and I never expected this outcome. Peace and love to all that helped.
Bridesmaid accidentally leaked the seating chart and exposed herself. I'm getting married in November, and like most brides, I put way too much thought into the seating chart. I wanted to keep certain family members apart, long story, but my uncle and cousin haven't spoken in years, and I didn't want exes sitting anywhere near each other. One of my bridesmaids, let's call her S, kept pressing me about who was sitting where. I brushed it off at first, but she kept asking, saying she just wanted to make sure the vibes were good. Fast forward to last week. Someone from my fiance's side messages me saying, "Hey, I heard we're at the boring table in the back." I was confused until I realized the exact seating chart with my handwritten notes had been posted in a private Facebook group that S runs. And here's the kicker. The chart wasn't just posted, my notes were included. Notes like keep cousin Amy far from ex-boyfriend, and don't put Aunt Linda near the open bar. Stuff that was never meant for public eyes. When I confronted her, she swore it was an accident, that she meant to screenshot it for herself, but somehow uploaded it to her group of 80 people. Yeah, right? Now I've got people salty about where they're sitting, and I'm redoing the entire layout 2 months before the wedding. My fiance wants me to cut her from the wedding party, but I'm torn. What do you think? Was it on purpose, or was it really an accident? Comment your thoughts below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Reddit drama stories. My dad tried to introduce his girlfriend, and it turned out to be my ex-best friend's mom. 26 female went low contact with my childhood best friend Leela at 19 after she spread some really nasty rumors about me. Haven't spoken to her in years. My parents divorced a long time ago, and recently my dad, 51, started dating again. He invited me to dinner to meet someone special. I nearly choked when I walked in. His girlfriend is Leela's mom. The same mom who once told me I was a bad influence and banned me from their house. She hugged me like we were old friends and kept saying how funny it is that life brought us back together. I sat there in shock while my dad beamed, completely oblivious. I don't know how to tell him how bizarre this feels. Is this just one of those let it go situations? Or am I justified in being this uncomfortable?